buddy nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Detective Conan chapter 1049, and oh my god, this is something that all of us have been waiting for a long ass time. This is what we've been waiting for since we found out that Mama Akai was poisoned. We're gonna see the confrontation with the black organization and how shit went down, how she got poisoned, and I am just freaking hyped for this shit. Alright, let's get to this chapter and see how this shit went down. So, this chapter is titled It's Unbelievable. A confrontation now divulged for the first time. Oh god, I'm so excited for this. Oh my god. Two secretive women. That's right, I am not Akai Tsumoto. I am the woman who is about to poison you with this drug. Mary Akai-san, MI6 agent, correct? The person Mary is facing the witch Fairmouth. It's gonna be amazing. I finally caught up with you. You see, I've been routinely wandering about this area for quite some time now, all the while using your husband's face. I get it. You allowed yourself to be spotted in that getup by our colleagues, just to lure me into this country to confirm whether it's really him or not, huh? You even made sure to let 3 years go by until we met again, only to establish the veneer of coincidence and avoid suspicion. Indeed, you see, if the supposedly dead Akai Tsumoto were to return to MI6, that wife of his who suddenly disappeared could prove problematic. It's certainly true. I could tell if it's my husband or not, just as this time I could tell if it's a disguise by the witch of 1,000 faces. Though, it's a shame, really. I've already instructed my daughter to inform MI6 that Akai Tsumoto is a fake if I don't make it back in time. She's also to leave London if that is the case. Then, why don't I disguise myself as you and pay your daughter a visit next? You make it sound as though you're aware of my daughter's whereabouts, although I imagine it especially difficult for you, given you weren't even aware of her existence. You're right, I suppose I'll have to postpone infiltrating MI6 for now. That only leaves my other objective. Ooh! Killing Mary Akai, your survival would be very troublesome for me. She transferred the poison mouth to mouth. That's some sneaky shit. I wonder, how does it feel to depart from the world, from this world at the hands of your sister's creation? God, like that is just so freaking ironic. Oh God. Here we go. What? Ooh, she fell into the river. What happened? Mom is late. What's she doing? Mom, were you able to meet up with Dad? Huh? Mom? Huh? Who are you? It's me. There she is! They forced a strange drug on me and turned me into this, but it's me, Mary, your mother. Really? Are you really my mother? It's unbelievable. Yeah, oh my God. What a fantastic transition. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, it is unbelievable, isn't it? I can't wait for Conan to meet Mary. When that shit goes down, ooh, that's gonna get really interesting. Please just want to get to that. I can't believe that Yumi-chan is being considered the main suspect in this murder case. It can't be helped. The only ones who could have poisoned the cake the victim Hanasaki-san ate are the person who sat at the same table as him, our classmate Yumi-kan, her sister Remi-san, who is a model, Remi-san's manager Kushiyama-san, and finally the pastier who baked, sliced, and distributed the cake, Hatsune-san. Those four. And considering the murderer not only poisoned the victim but also wrote the words "divine retribution" on the latter's forehead, we're now suspecting anyone carrying markers on their person. It's confirmed that the pastier Hatsune-san and the model Remi-san don't have any markers on them. The manager Kushiyama-san was carrying Remi-san's bag. That bag contained one marker, however. It couldn't be used for writing. Since Yumi-kan is carrying the only functioning marker, it's not unreasonable to suspect her the most. But don't you think her seat was too far away for poisoning the cake? That's true. Remi-san and Kushiyama-san who sat on either side of the victim, as well as Hatsune-san, who distributed the cake slices, would have had an easier time administering the poison. It's supposed to be seeing how Remy-san was in between Sekizawa and the victim. Yumi-kun was in the spot least likely to facilitate administering the poison, no? You're addressing Yumi-kun by her family name with that, any honorifics, huh? Almost as though you were classmates. True, I should say Yumi Ni-chan. Conan! Just freaking... Ugh! I know she's not gonna tell Sera right now. I know he not. But, like... swear to God! It needs to, like, based on, like, the beginning of this chapter, and fuck, even for a while now, let's be real. Ever since we saw, Mama Akai, since we saw Mary, like, it's just been building up to Conan meeting Mary. And, motherfucker, just... Especially, because I think, if I remember correctly, Haibara is Mary's sister, right? Like, I think she is. So, that reunion's gotta happen at some point. It needed to happen at some point. Meh. And if I'm wrong about, if I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments section. But, like, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Haibara is Mary's sister. She gotta be Mary's sister from what I remember. So seriously, come on, give us that fucking reunion. God damn it! I know if you need to, I swear to God, if you need to put Detective Conan on hiatus for this reunion, Detective Conan fans will wait. Very, very patient. We are a patient bunch. Seriously, but we need this reunion to happen, like, soon. Were any of the sorry, I got, like, so caught up just thinking about it, I just got caught up in it. Were any of the other cake pieces found to contain poison? None. Forensics just phoned us about it. They reported finding a large quantity of cyanide powder sprinkled on the piece of cake the victim Hanasaki-san ate. They inspected Sekizawa Remy's cake, which was almost half eaten, as well as Kushiyama-san's piece, which hadn't been touched, but no traces of poison were found on either piece. They also looked into the plate used to serve Sekizawa Yumi-san's piece of cake, but they came up empty there as well. Similarly, nothing was found on the pieces of cake Hatsune-san distributed to the other guests. Nothing was found on the cake yet to be sliced either. What about the insides of the cake that hadn't been sliced? They looked into that as well, since it's possible to hide a marker inside of it. However, they couldn't find anything. Have you then also investigated those four people's personal belongings? Yes, sir. The guest with the most belongings is Kushiyama-san, the manager, holding onto Remy's bag. Inside the bag, besides the non-functioning marker, there's a smartphone, a wallet, a handkerchief, tissues in a cosmetic pouch with a mirror, lipstick, nail polish, and nail polish remover inside. What about his own belongings? Inside his jacket's inner pocket, there is a smartphone, a wallet, a memo pad, and a ballpoint pen. The ballpoint pen, however, can't be used for writing thick lines, the likes of what was found on the victim's forehead. Yumi-san's bag, which contained the functioning marker, was placed inside the luggage box below her seat. There's a strange black stain behind Yumi-san and Remy-san's seats. What is this? I'm not sure. The stain wasn't here before Hanasaki-san was murdered. What? Right, Conan-kun? Yeah. Look, I happened to take a video when they were blowing out the candles on the cake. Look at the floor. There's no such black stain, right? Indeed. Then what is this black stain? Wait. Don't enter a crime scene at willy-nilly. Well, just leave. Just leave now. So, Yumi-san had put her bag inside the luggage box below her seat? Yes, sir. Therefore, she would have surely noticed right away if someone had reached for it. What about the belongings of the other two suspects? Remy-san had a handkerchief and eye drops to treat her dry eye. Hatsune-san had a smartphone, cigarettes, and an oil lighter. It seems we'll have to look into motives then. Do you know of anyone who holds a grudge against the victim? A grudge so strong they felt inclined to write divine retribution on his forehead? Well, I understand that you may be hesitant about talking badly of the dead. No, there are so many things that we're not sure where to begin. In any case, he had the worst reputation among my model friends. Although his hair and makeup skills were top-notch, he was also a bit of a player. He'd get bored quickly, though, and break up with those women, only to then sell the story to the mainstream media and make it into an opportunity to shine a spotlight on himself. What a scumbag! I've already told you just now, he made horrible requests to compensate for prioritizing my clients. He once demanded I tell him all of model sizes, stating he wanted to give her some clothes. I turned him down, though. Then why didn't you just ask for another hair and makeup stylist? He said he'd been asked by Kuchiyama-san to continue working. No, I heard from him that you liked his work. What about you? My sister is quite scatterbrained. In fact, I would often have to fetch the things she'd forget in the makeup room or other places. Sometimes those things would go missing, though. Things like her wallet or other accessories? No, things like a can of juice she'd already started drinking or snacks she'd already partook in. Maybe someone had thrown them away. I asked the makeup artist and stylist on those occasions, but they had no memory of throwing those things out. That's why I'm pretty sure that the culprit must be the hair and makeup stylist Hanasaki-san. What about you? He's someone who likes to complain and criticize for no reason. He kept making spurious complaints at a place owned by someone I know, causing one of the employees to quit. The other day, he was infuriated because the flatware on his table wasn't parallel. The fork he flung at an employee missed and struck another guest instead. The incident caused him enormous backlash on the internet, forcing him to issue a public apology. None of that sounds like enough of a murder motive, though. Right. Inspector, what? A marker was found in the kitchen trash can. Is it a functioning marker? Yes, sir, although none of the kitchen staff remember throwing a marker away. But I heard that no one went in or out of the kitchen during the incident. That only applies to the kitchen staff who were already inside, because apparently they kept calling out to each other, even after the projector lights went off and the room went pitch black. But if someone were to quietly sneak into the kitchen, throw the marker into the trash, and leave just as quietly as they entered, they would have gone by unnoticed. Hey, the one person capable of doing that is someone familiar with the trash can's locations. Hatsune-san, the pastier, only you. No, it wasn't me. By the way, the reason the projector light suddenly went off is because the electrical cord was unplugged. The socket is located next to the door that leads to the kitchen. Since you were standing beside that door while slicing and distributing the cake, it had been easy for you to unplug the cord, right? It's true that I was standing near the socket. At the time, though, everyone's attention was on the man who groaned and collapsed, so anyone could have unplugged the cord. I don't know who threw a marker into the kitchen trash can or why they did it, but it wasn't me. I thought I'd already been cleared of suspicion since I don't have a marker. I can't have allegations of me being a culprit brought back again by such nonsense. Brought back? This is a false accusation. You're just like that man who liked to make spurious complaints. Someone who liked to make spurious complaints? I see. Hanasaki-san wasn't being served poison, but he put the poison into his mouth out of his own free will, without knowing a message that twists the truth would be carved onto his forehead. The truth about the murder and the hopes surrounding the antidote, everything will be resolved next file. Wait a minute. So, this mofo poisoned himself? Like, who was supposed to get... Wait, what? So was someone supposed to, like, give him the antidote? I'm so confused. I'm so confused on what he was trying to do. Like, is this like a like one of those stalker suicide kind of things? I'm confused by that. But anyway, the thing I'm curious about is like, about this situation. Was he trying to like blackmail the pastier chef, or like, why was that's the thing that I'm curious about, was why is the marker in the garbage? Like, who wrote the message on this mofo's head? Why was it in the garbage? But why would he poison himself? Like, obviously this dude is a scumbag and he's an attention whore, and I'm glad he's dead. He's a piece of shit. But why? Just because he couldn't get, like, did his wife leave him? I'm curious why. That's the thing. I'm very curious why. But let's talk about I want to talk more about the beginning of this chapter, which I know I already talked a lot about it throughout this live reaction, but man, I gotta talk about the beginning of this chapter a little bit more, because you know because it's definitely leading up to hopefully we're gonna get a family reunion, an Akai family reunion, and you have to wonder if it also relates to the Akai brother. And, remember, Sera doesn't know about her brother either. So that's gonna be so amazing when Sera meets her brother. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna cry when Sera meets her brother. I really can't wait to see what Ayama has in store for when we get that reunion. And I swear to God, Ayama, if we have to wait, in all honesty, if we have to wait like a few months to get that reunion set up, I don't care if it's next arc or what. I need that reunion. I need it. And I know why they're not doing this meetup or whatever. It's for their safety from the Black organization, because if they know that where all of them are and they gather up in one place, it's really, really dangerous. I know that. I know you're going to tell me that in the comment section. But I know at some point in time, it just, like, especially before we go strategizing about taking down the Black organization, it's got to happen. It really does. Because ultimately, we're going to have to come together and to figure out how to take those motherfuckers down. To get the antidote. Or fuck, maybe even have Mary and Hibara come together, have them work together and come up with an antidote. I can't wait to see how Ayama's gonna do this. This is gonna be very, very interesting. It really is. I'm so glad that Ayama gave us this, and also that transition from the ending of last chapter to the start of this chapter was beautiful. As usual, Ayama does this very, very well. And I just can't wait to see everyone get together and to figure out how we're going to take down the Black organization. The other thing is where is everyone, and I know I'm thinking about this, is where is everyone going to meet up? Because obviously it can't be at Conan's place, and you have to wonder if it's going to be, if Conan's parents are going to figure that... I think Conan's parents and probably Akai are going to figure that shit out. I think they are. I honestly do. They're going to figure that out. They'll figure out how to do it. I know they will. But Sera has to know at some point. Conan's going to have to reveal it to Sera at some point. Sera, and if it's at the end of this portion of the manga, or at the end of next chapter, I would not be mad at it. I honestly wouldn't, because I honestly would not be mad about that. But as long as Sera did not tell Ran, I would not be mad at it. The only reason I don't think that it's going to be at the end of this particular arc is because Ran's there. But I gotta say that I want to also say this about what Ayama's doing, especially with having that blue pill up in there. What a great setup for giving us Mary's backstory, how Mary was poisoned. What a great setup, Ayama. Brilliant writing as usual. Anyway, I'm sorry this video is a little longer than I thought it was going to be, but man, Ayama is blowing me away. Wow. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Detective Conan content, there's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network, that's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!